Hey everyone, I am live again. This not, at least this time, not from a moving vehicle. I'm very stationary, sitting outside by a tree with one of my dogs and taking in this really incredible, beautiful evening in Georgia. So we know what tomorrow is. So, tomorrow's a very big day. And while everyone's tired of talking about this, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this election to be over. I've noticed that our country's divided. I see it. I see everyone's angry about health care. Obviously, we know we have to fix that. Everyone's angry about abortion. People are angry about the economy. Everyone's angry about something because we're all very passionate about it. But logic must prevail. And so what I'm asking you to do, see this beautiful thing behind me right here? We don't have enough of these. They're being cut down like crazy. This little thing called climate change, climate science, I know a lot of Republicans are very, very unhappy with that because it doesn't help that their big oil interests and stuff. And I understand that. I understand where they're coming from. But it's absolutely, as a public servant, it's irresponsible. Sorry, someone's moving their garbage can. It's irresponsible as a public servant. I don't care whether you're a Republican, a Democrat, a Libertarian, or if you're with the Purple Nurple Party. It's irresponsible to be a climate change denier and to try and run one of the greatest countries in the world by saying it's a hoax perpetuated by the Chinese for business. Can't have that in the White House, guys. We can't. And you may disagree with so many other things, and trust me, President Clinton will know that she needs to fix healthcare. She needs to fix the economy. Education has got to become one of the number one aspects of this new administration, because that's the only way we don't have these problems. We'll bring back the jobs. They'll be green jobs. $58 billion invested in alternative energy last year. $58 billion. That's what the Koch brothers would have liked to have spent on this election. Guys, America, we can do this. We can put the first woman in history in office. We can do it. And if you're uncomfortable with that, or you think it's sexist and just because she's a woman shouldn't be president, no, this has nothing to do with that. It's an added bonus. We'll fix the economy. We'll fix all of it. But we can't do it with Donald Trump. And I'm sure he's a nice enough guy. He says some pretty gnarly shit to women. You know, men are not very awesome to women all the time, and I recognize that. And that's something that needs to stop. Equality for women, equal pay for women, health services geared specifically for women. It's too important. It's just too important. And while we may agree to disagree, I wouldn't be doing my civic duty if I wasn't here asking you, if you're an undecided voter, particular in these 15 states that are really going to decide this election. Georgia, this beautiful state that I'm sitting in right now, you have the power to change it. Iowa, Colorado, New Hampshire, Florida, among just 5 of these really important 15 states. Arizona, Nevada. You have the power to change this, and you can do it. I don't want to have to be on Facebook Live begging people to be smart. No offense to anyone, but when I look at the polls and I look at we need education in this country. The type of uneducated individuals in this country is why we're lagging so badly, why we're lacking so badly. So if you want major change, you don't have to vote Trump. For the Senate and for fend for the presidency, just vote the Democrats in right now. Because they're right now, and I wish there were more Republicans that had the idea to take care of their communities, not just for the oil interests or the interests of the big corporations that help them. Yeah, every politician is tied in, Democrats and Republicans. It's a disease of our country, unfortunately. But if you want your communities to really change, unless you're just coming at it conservatively from a religious standpoint, and that I can respect, but I'm asking you to look past that right now. If you really want to fix the problems in this country, economy, healthcare, education, you have to start with real logic. People that care. And unfortunately right now, when I look at all of these members of Senate, all these senators, everyone running right now, unfortunately, I gotta say this, vote for the people in your communities that are actually going to do what your community needs. And if you remember, one of the reasons President Obama didn't get to do half as much as he wanted to was because he was blocked by Congress for everything. If President Obama wanted to sneeze, they wouldn't give him a tissue. So how is anything going to get done? Right? Let's not block. Let's not block the president. Let's have a Congress who actually cares. Let's have a Congress who's going to do something. And let's give Hillary Clinton the opportunity to make real change. That's all I have to say, folks. I know some of you are, I'm so disappointed in you, Ian. Trump is the only way out of this. If you want a misogynist, sexist, bigot with a temperament like that, a guy who can't even, they took his Twitter account away because of his temperament. Do you actually want that guy with the nuclear code? No, that's not what we want. If you want to be the most progressive nation in the country again, this is what we got to do, folks. We got to rally. We got to rally. Someone who's going to open coal plants back up and someone who's going to pull us out of the Paris Agreement, I am going to